Hello, hello. Facebook, how are you all doing this evening? Welcome to our community live where we are talking about the hashtag that we have been um, featuring in our stories this week. The hashtag is Golden Nuggets. And this is related to the story sale program that we are all a part of. And there's several other people that actually uh, released their information on the hashtag Golden Nuggets last evening. So there's a whole group of us in this program just sharing and loving on people within the community, loving on customers and just family and friends. And again, this week, the hashtag is Golden Nuggets. And to me, um, I just love all of our positivity. Everyone is so positive and bringing inspiration to social media. And to me, Golden Nuggets, one of the things that I thought of is to never give up. And I was always taught that as a young kid, as a young child, never give up. My dad, he is one of 16 siblings, and him and his family were from down south, sharecroppers. And so he had maybe a sixth grade education. And he just always taught me never give up. Was very good with money, very good with his hands. I mean, he did gardening, he built homes, built add on to different homes and bathrooms, restrooms, and just everything. Our neighbors would always call and say, "Hey, Mr. Taylor, can you do this for us? Can you do this for our house?" And I mean, just always the type of person that always took a challenge and, like I said, made sure that things got done around in our community. And he was an inspiration to me. And he showed me to never give up because this man with a sixth grade education did all of that. And he retired at age 55, went on to live, a great life traveling and all of that with a sixth grade education. Once he retired at age 55, he actually did go on and get his GED. So he was very tenacious. And to me, that was, like I said, I looked up to him because I said, wow, my dad did all that with what many people would say with very little knowledge, very little education. And so he taught me to never give up. So that is one of my golden nuggets that I instill in my family and friends. And I tell them, no matter what you're doing, never give up, no matter what it takes, no matter how long it takes. If it's something you desire, something you're passionate about, never give up. So now I'm going to turn it over to Lay.
Well, thank you so much, Dana. That was fantastic. Being positive is one of the things that I strive for every single day. And what I love about Story Cell is that I get to be positive all the time. And to be positive is actually, it makes me feel a lot better. I don't like negative things around me, although it's out there. It's on the media, it's on social media, it's on television, which I watch very rarely on television these days. But one of the things that about Golden Nuggets, that hashtag kind of hit home for me, because one of the things that I thought of immediately is to be that encourager. I am really in deep inside, because I just love to encourage people. Because one of the things that I do have a side business, and I also work for a professional company. But one of the things I've learned within this community is, to be that encourager and to let people know, hey, if something doesn't work out today, let's say you had a goal in mind and you didn't make that deadline, it's okay. You can, dust yourself off and keep moving forward. And that's one of the things that I love about what I do these days, because I do get discouraged at times if I don't meet a particular goal, but it's okay. And one of the things that I like to impress upon others is to never give up. And Dana talked about that too, because things happen in our life. We have family life, work life, things get in the way sometimes, but it doesn't, you still have your eye on that goal. Don't take your eyes off that goal that you have for yourself. It could be like for me, I have to, get out and exercise more. And that's one of my goals that I'm still working on. Or it could be maybe contacting a few more people to share some of the business ideas that you may have right now. Or it could be to encourage your children. A lot of them out there are athletes. So we have a lot of athletes in my family. And, for many of them, they've been so discouraged. And some of them have missed out on some college opportunities because they could not continue their education at that particular college and also not participate in their athletics. So I encourage my nephews, my grandnephews to, hey, you know what, that's okay. And sometimes you have to switch schools. And some of them did that in order to, a lot of people look at the D1 schools. And, I found out there's like 5 different levels. And my grandnephew was in a NAIA level of in wrestling. And I didn't know what that meant. And he had his eyes on, but he was satisfied there, even though some of his coaches and coaches from other schools would be writing to him, hey, you should come here, you should do this. But he wasn't comfortable with that. He was happy where he was at. So, that's a golden nugget, is to encourage your child, encourage your family member, even a friend. Hey, pursue your dream where you're most comfortable. And that's a huge nugget that I hope people take into account, because sometimes if we keep pushing that person or a family member to do something that you want versus that child or that young man, be that encourager is really what I got out of Golden Nuggets this past week. And also to stay positive and forget about all the negativity out there in the world and just pursue your dreams. So that's what hashtag Golden Nuggets meant to me. So I will turn it over to Kibi Whitehead. Kibi, thank you again to you and Dana.
Wow, golden nuggets dropped here. And I will just share that I actually chose this hashtag and theme um, for a couple reasons. One, I say that all the time. People hear me say that when I watch a training and then we collaborate. I'm like, did y'all hear the golden nugget just dropped off here? And I actually learned that terminology when I first joined the industry in network marketing. I started working on my personal development. I heard people in the industry, especially top earners, talking about pay attention. You never know when you'll get a golden nugget. And it could be from anybody on stage, and it could be from someone that maybe is not, they don't make as much money as you, but you can learn from everybody. So paying attention to the golden nugget that could just catapult you to the next level. And if you weren't there and you weren't paying attention, you weren't listening, you would have missed that golden nugget. Dana, I love what you're talking about don't quit. I love the story that you had to share about Mr. Taylor. What an awesome celebration of him tonight here on our Story Cell Live. And then, Lay, you talked about being positive and offering encouragement to people, and then just shared a story that could have been a golden nugget for someone listening around sports and what certain things mean. And maybe it didn't mean anything to me, but somebody listening tonight, that would have been a golden nugget for them. I also like to relate to golden nuggets as being confirmation. Have you ever been in front of people and you're like, you're weighing this way, you're weighing this way, you're trying to make some decisions, and then all of a sudden they offer a little bit of recommendations, advice. I call that golden nuggets when it's confirmed. And at the right time, in that time you needed to hear that confirmation, again, that can catapult decision making. But anyway, Story Cell has been going strong for 2 years. Actually 2 years and about 6 months, because before our 2 year celebration, we had a 6 month pilot program called Motivation Monday. I don't know if y'all remember that, but Facebook's been reminding me on my Time Hop, which is like going back in time. It's an app you can sign up for through Facebook. It's really cool, and it allows you to see things you posted 5 years ago, 3 years ago, etc. I really love it. I share it back to my feeds, and I've been seeing a lot of Motivation Monday. So I say, you know what? When I have my turn to pick the hashtag and theme, I'm going with Golden Nugget. And the reason is we developed this class around that theme. I had a client, a former client that I was working with, who actually went out to Vegas for a conference for a network marketing event. She and a couple other friends and teammates who have taken some of my training had heard the word Golden Nugget. They went out to Las Vegas, and the whole deal was that there's a lot of golden nugget stuff out there, right? So there's like a hotel, I think there's shops, there's things around that. And long story short, they started doing these little scavenger hunts through stories. And back then, stories was there, but it wasn't being used a lot. So we knew in this community we needed to drill down and start getting some training around stories. We are in social media coaching and training, and in the CCC, we like to stay up to speed. So when we do new things, we like to also have fun. So long story short, they did a bunch of stories, and we were playing out this Golden Nugget scavenger hunt. It was a lot of fun. So I thought, in honor of Story Sale and the launch of our Motivation Monday and our class, and it being around the 2-year mark, that I would highlight Golden Nugget again. I love saying Golden Nugget. I say it all the time. It's usually Golden Nuggets, but we wanted for stories to say, like, this is the Golden Nugget in our story. So I loved it. I had a lot of fun this week. It's truly a blessing to be here in Story Sale. Things really change online a lot. I think back 3 years ago, and just the way things looked on Facebook, how much Instagram has grew. I just had to do an update tonight on Zoom, and everything's changed. Even to Zoom live to Facebook, like there's 2 or 3 updates that just went off, and it's just so nice to be a part of a community that, one, keeps me accountable to learn a new skill, keeping my functionality up and running, and then more importantly, the support. And I'll just kind of close with this. I talked to a gal who's joining Story Sale, she and her team, and we're super excited to have her. But anyway, I think what kind of sold her on the Story Sale is that, hey, we're going to teach you, but you have a built-in community that's going to push you up and keep you going and encourage you, share positivity, and there's no way you're going to quit. So Golden Nugget tonight is confirmation from Dana and Lay that that's what Story Sale is about. It's about our theme of positivity. Even when everything's negative, we can choose to be positive. And that's easier said than done. But with a community, it's super easy. And then offering encouragement to other people. Have you ever taken a class and you feel more discouraged getting through the class than while you're in it? And forget while you're in it, especially social media, right? Here at Story Sale, we are encouraging you. Everybody here has been through it, going through it, still going through it. And we continue to keep up to date with content and keeping people encouraged to do that. And then lastly, not quit. You know, this is a don't quit community. Just like Lay and Dana both said, dust yourself off. There's a new day. Let's get rocking. So I hope you found some golden nuggets in this Story Sale Live tonight, our community. Anybody on this panel will be glad to give you details, information about the class if you want to partner up with us. And or if you just love watching our lives, feel free to comment below. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We truly appreciate that. We appreciate your support and watching. It's truly a blessing to be here. All right, everybody, be blessed, be safe, and we'll talk to you soon. We'll see you next week with our next hashtag. Bye-bye.